I saw the red flags, but I painted them white. I told my friends that we were doing alright. You kept your distance and you guarded your phone. Even beside you, I was sleeping alone. My intuition begged me just to walk away, but I was stubborn and I chose to stay. I knew the ending, but I loved you anyway. I let my own foundation slowly wash away. I saw the fire, but I walked into the flame. I took the damage and I took all of the blame. You were a beautiful disaster from the start. I loved you anyway and handed you my heart. I made excuses for your sudden bad moods. I normalized your quiet, distant attitudes. I defended you to everyone I know, telling them you just needed time to grow. My intuition begged me just to walk away, but I was stubborn and I chose to stay. my heavy shoulders back on the wall. We didn't scream and we didn't throw plates. We just surrendered to the heavy, cold fates. A piece of metal and a heavy piece of wood just ended everything we thought was good. You closed the door and cut the oxygen away. You took the color out and left me in the gray. I'm standing frozen on the wrong side of the frame, still softly whispering your much too quiet name. You didn't ask me if I had the strength to leave. You closed the door and left me in the dark to grieve. I left my favorite sweater sitting on the couch. I left the memories inside that little house. My coffee mug is still beside the kitchen sink. I didn't even get the time to stop and think. A piece of metal and a heavy piece of wood just ended everything we thought was good. You closed the door and cut the oxygen away. You took the color out and left me in the gray. I'm standing frozen on the wrong side of the frame, still softly whispering your much too quiet name. You didn't ask me if I had the strength to leave. You closed the door and left me in the dark to grieve. I traced the numbers on the apartment sign and leave behind the life that used to be mine. You closed the door and cut the oxygen away. You took the color out and left me in the grave. Standing frozen on the wrong side of the frame, still softly whispering your much too quiet name. You didn't ask me if I had the strength to leave. You closed the door and left me in the dark to grieve. Locked outside, nothing left. You closed the door. I had my suitcase sitting right by the bed. I had the final speech rehearsed in my head. I wrote a letter on the back of a bill to tell you I was walking over the hill. But then you shifted in the shadows of the room, and all my courage just dissolved into the gloom. I wanted freedom, but my goodbye stayed trapped in the center of the mess we made. The words got tangled in the middle of my throat. I couldn't jump out of this heavy, sinking boat. I dropped my bags and crawled right back into the pain. My goodbye stayed, washing quietly down the drain. I stared at the car keys on the nightstand wood, wondering if leaving would do any good. I imagined turning on the engine in the dark, but I was paralyzed without a single spark. But then you shifted in the shadows of the room, and all my courage just dissolved into the gloom. I wanted freedom, but my goodbye stayed trapped in the center of the mess we made. The words got tangled in the middle of my throat. I couldn't jump out of this heavy, sinking boat. I dropped my bags and crawled right back into the pain. My goodbye stayed, washing quietly down the drain. It takes a special kind of weakness just to hide and let your fear completely overrule your pride. I wanted freedom, but my goodbye stayed trapped in the center of the mess we made. The words got tangled in the middle of my throat. I couldn't jump out of this heavy, sinking boat. I dropped my bags and crawled right back into the pain. My goodbye stayed, washing quietly down the drain. Swallowed the words, dropped the bags. My goodbye stayed. You said you needed just a week to clear your mind, to leave the pressures of the city far behind. You kissed my forehead at the doorway of the flat, and I believed you, yeah, I left it just at that. A couple days turned into weeks and into months. I tried to call you, but you only answered once. I kept the pause to catch your breath, and handed me a quite devastating death. I didn't know that morning was the final fate. Love never returned to all the promises we made. I made excuses for your silent, empty phone, telling myself you just needed to be alone. I kept your side of the closet exactly the same. Sometimes I wake up and I softly call your name. A couple days turned into weeks and into months. I tried to call you, but you only answered once. I kept the porch light on, but love never returned. I watched the seasons change, I watched the bridges burn. You took a temporary pause to catch your breath, and handed me a quite devastating death. I didn't know that morning was the final fate. Love never returned to all the promises we burn. You took a temporary pause to catch your breath, and handed me a quiet devastating death. I didn't know that morning was the final fate. Love never returned to all the promises we made. Still waiting, porch light on, love never returned. It wasn't fireworks or shattering of glass. It was the quiet way you let the weekends pass. You used to ask me how my Tuesday afternoon went. Now we don't talk about the energy we spent. The apathy is heavier than any fight. We are just two ghosts fading in the night. You didn't leave, you just stopped choosing me. You let us drift into a cold and quiet sea. The little effort slowly vanished from the frame. You look at me, but you don't even say center console. Now there's a canyon, and it's taking a toll. I buy your favorite snacks and leave them on the side, while on my own emotional necessities high. The apathy is heavier than any fight. We are just two ghosts fading in the night. You didn't leave, you just stopped choosing me. You let us drift into a cold and quiet sea. The little effort slowly vanished from the frame. You look at me, but you don't even say my name. I'm just a habit that you haven't broken yet. You stopped choosing me and left me to I miss the days when I was someone you preferred, before my presence became completely blurred. You didn't leave, you just stopped choosing me. You let us drift into a cold and quiet sea. The little effort slowly vanished from the frame. You look at me, but you don't even say my name. I'm just a habit that you haven't broken yet. You stopped choosing me and left me to regret. Slow fade, quiet end. You stopped choosing me. I was the optimist who held the heavy line. I kept insisting that the weather would be fine. I poured my energy into your empty cup. I sacrificed myself to try and build you up. But there is only so much water in the well before you're standing in a dry and empty hell. I tried to fix it, but I ran out of hope. I lost my friction on this downward heavy slope. I gave you every single ounce of my just walk free. But you never once looked back to check on me. But there is only so much water in the well before you're standing in a dry and empty hell. I tried to fix it, but I ran out of hope. I lost my friction on this downward heavy slope. I gave you every single ounce of my belief, and God rewarded with a quiet, endless grief. I wanted us to make it to the other side, but I ran out of hope with nowhere left to The engine finally sputtered out and died today. I have to pack my failing heart and walk away. I tried to fix it, but I ran out of hope. I lost my friction on this downward heavy slope. I gave you every single ounce of my belief, and God rewarded with a quiet, endless grief. I wanted us to make it to the other side, but I ran out of hope with nowhere left to hide. Empty well, nothing left. I ran out of hope. I turned the thermostat up to the highest red, but there is freezing weather inside of my bed. The space beside me is a completely vacant space, without the temperature of your familiar face. No heavy blanket can replace the human touch. I never thought that I could miss someone this much. You took the fire and the night stayed cold. I'm shivering inside a house that's getting old. The frost is creeping up the windows of my soul. This separation is taking absolute control. I try to breathe, but I can see the freezing breath. The night stayed cold and quiet as a death. I watch the streetlights casting shadows on the wall. I listen closely for a footstep in the hall. I keep your pillow fluffed, pretending you are near. disguise. You had a poetry that covered up the lies. You said exactly what I needed you to say, and made my insecurities just wash away. But every promise was a house of fragile cards that shattered silently across the front yards. I saw the fantasy, but I missed your truth. I wasted all the vibrant colors of my youth. I fell in love with an illusion in my mind, and left my logic and my reasoning behind. You played the character, and I believed the lines. I missed your truth, ignoring all the warning signs. My friends tried to warn me about the way you moved, but I was so determined to see you approved. I turned a blind eye to the text upon your screen and painted over all the ugly I had seen. But every promise was a house of fragile cards that shattered silently across the front yards. I saw the fantasy, but I missed your truth. I wasted all the vibrant colors of my youth. I fell in love with an illusion in my mind, and left my logic and my reasoning behind. You played the character, and I believed the lines. I missed your truth, ignoring all the warning signs. The revelation is a heavy, bitter pill that leaves me standing frozen on the quiet hill. I saw the fantasy, but I missed your truth. I wasted all the vibrant colors of my youth. I fell in love with an illusion in my mind, and left my logic and my reasoning behind. You played the character, and I believed the lines. I missed your truth, ignoring all the warning signs. Beautiful lies, little facts. I missed your truth. I checked the pockets of the coats we never wear. I looked beneath the cushions of the living chair. We didn't have an argument to break the tide. We didn't even have a reason we should cry. It wasn't stolen in the middle of the night. It simply faded out, entirely out of sight. We were distracted when love went missing. We got too busy for the late night kissing. We let the routine take the passion from our hands and wandered blindly into disconnected lands. I wanna file a report, but there's no crime. Love went missing somewhere in the quiet time. We still share a dinner and we watch TV, but you are 1,000 miles away from me. We talk about the weather and the daily news, but hide away the heavy, devastating blues. It wasn't stolen in the middle of the night. It simply faded out, entirely out of sight. We were distracted when love went missing. We got too busy for the late night kissing. We let the routine take the passion from our hands and wandered blindly into disconnected lands. I wanna file a report, but there's no crime. Love went missing somewhere in the quiet time. I look at you across the kitchen counter space and realize I am looking at a stranger's face. We were distracted when love went missing. We got too busy for the late night kissing. We let the routine take the passion from our hands and wandered blindly into disconnected lands. I wanna file a report, but there's no crime. Love went missing somewhere in the quiet time. Slipped away without a sound. Love went missing. I used to laugh so loudly it would fill the room. I used to chase away the shadows and the gloom. I had a personality so wildly free. Before you started pointing out the flaws in me, you called me too much and you told until I was the quietest shadow in the town. You took my confidence and you left me quiet. You turned my sunshine to a silent dark riot. I learned to walk on eggshells just to keep the peace, and watched my beautiful, vibrant spirit cease. I shrank myself to fit into your narrow view. You left me quiet entirely because of you. I started dressing in a subtle, muted tone, afraid to express a single feeling of my own. I held my tongue whenever I had thoughts to share, just breathing in your toxic, condescending air. You called me too much and you told me to tone it down, until I was the quietest shadow in the town. You took my confidence and you left me quiet. You turned my sunshine to a silent dark riot. I learned to walk on eggshells just to keep the peace, and watched my beautiful, vibrant spirit cease. I shake myself to fit into your narrow view. You left me quiet entirely because of you. I have to find the voice that I forgot to use, and walk completely out of this heavy abuse. You took my confidence and you left me quiet. You turned my sunshine to a silent dark riot. I learned to walk on eggshells just to keep the peace, and watch my beautiful, vibrant spirit cease. I shrank myself to fit into your narrow view. You left me quiet entirely because of you. Lost my voice finding me. You left me quiet. We held the heavy rope together at the start. We pulled the weight with every single piece of heart. But when the friction started burning through the skin, you decided that it wasn't a game you'd win. I felt the sudden slack when you let go your hand and left me bracing by my Try to pull the slack and cover up your part, but I was only breaking my own tired heart. I made excuses for your absence in the fight, while I was holding on with all my desperate might. I felt the sudden slack when you let go your hand and left me bracing by myself upon the sand. I gripped the edges, but I held on alone. You let me weather through the tragedy of stone. My hands are blistered from the effort that I gave while you were walking out, refusing to be brave. I couldn't hold the weight of two without your aid. I held on alone, watching the foundation It takes a coward to abandon ship so fast and let the other person sink into the past. I gripped the edges, but I held on alone. You let me weather through the tragedy of stone. My hands are blistered from the effort that I gave while you were walking out, refusing to be brave. I couldn't hold the weight of two without your aid. I held on alone, watching the foundation fade. Bleeding hands, letting go. I held on I turned the shower on to cover up the sound. I let the rushing water wash me to the ground. I bite my lip until I taste a bit of red, to stop the agony from escaping my head. I didn't want to give you the satisfaction of my grief. I wanted you to think I found a quick relief. I broke completely, but my tears stay quiet, a silent victim of a heavy mental riot. I kept the agony contained inside the tile and walked back to the living room with a smile. I swallowed down the heavy, devastating fear. My tears stayed quiet so you wouldn't hear. I dried my face and fixed my messy, dampened hair. Walked out acting like I didn't even care. I asked you what you wanted for your dinner plate. The greatest tragedies are never loud and bold. They happen silently inside the dark and cold. I broke completely, but my tears stayed quiet. A silent victim of a heavy mental riot. I kept the agony contained inside the tale and walked back to the living room with a smile. I swallowed down the heavy, devastating fear. My tears stayed quiet, so you wouldn't hear hidden sorrow, silent shower. My tears stayed quiet. The online listings for the houses by the lake are still bookmarked, a quiet and a heavy ache. We used to stay awake and plan the furniture. We thought the future was completely safe and sure. You stopped talking about the future days and lost direction in a selfish haze. I kept the vision, but you forgot our dreams. You tore apart the beautiful romantic scenes. I'm staring at a life we meant to build for two, while you packing up to find somebody new. We had a kingdom that we swore to protect, but you forgot our dreams and left me totally wrecked. You started making plans that didn't include my face, searching for your future in a different place. You talked about the places that you wanna go, leaving our shared history in the falling snow. But you stopped talking about the future days and lost direction in a selfish haze. I kept the vision, but you forgot our dreams. You tore apart the beautiful romantic scenes. I'm staring at a life we meant to build for two, while you're packing up to find somebody new. We had a kingdom that we swore to protect, but you forgot our dreams and left me totally wrecked. I have to delete the photos from my phone and face the heavy fact that I am on my own. I kept the vision, but Try to tell myself that this is simply fate. I rearrange the sofa and the coffee space to try to change the empty feeling of the place. But the acoustics in this apartment are so clear. They refuse to let me forget what happened here. The room is empty, but I still hear goodbye. It echoes loudly in the heavy weeping sky. Your voice is bouncing off the painted quiet wall, a devastating and an unforgiving call. I turn the TV up to block the heavy sound, but I still hear goodbye vibrating in the ground. I threw away the pictures and the coffee mug. I even changed the pattern on the living room rug. I spray a different perfume, open every blind, but I am fighting with the echoes in my mind. But the acoustics in this apartment are so clear. They refuse to let me forget what happened here. The room is empty, but I still hear goodbye. It echoes loudly in the heavy weeping sky. Your voice is bouncing off the painted quiet wall, a devastating and an unforgiving call. I turn the TV up to block the heavy sound, but I still hear goodbye vibrating in the but I still hear goodbye. It echoes loudly in the heavy weeping sky. Your voice is bouncing off the painted quiet wall, devastating and an unforgiving call. I turn the TV up to block the heavy sound, but I still hear goodbye vibrating in the ground, ringing in my ears, never stops. I still hear goodbye. I set the table for a date at exactly 9. I told myself that everything was going fine. candles burned completely down into the glass. I watched the heavy midnight hour slowly pass. My phone was sitting quiet on the wooden chair. I was inhaling nothing but the empty air. I waited for you, but the silence chose me. A quiet prison with a very heavy key. I wore the dress you always said you loved the most, and ended up having a dinner with a ghost. You chose your freedom, and you chose the night, and the silence chose me, putting out the light. The ice is melting in the untouched water glass. I watch the headlights through the living window pass. Every car that turns the corner gives me hope before I slide back down this devastating slope. My phone was sitting quiet on the wooden chair. I was inhaling nothing but the empty air. I waited for you, but the silence chose me. A quiet prison with a very heavy key. I wore the dress you always said you loved the most, and ended up having a dinner with a ghost. You chose your freedom, and you chose the night, and the silence chose me, putting out the light. I cleared the plates and throw the food away, and add another sorrow to my closing day. I waited for you, but the silence chose me. A quiet prison with a very heavy key. I wore the dress you always said you loved the most, and ended up having a dinner with a ghost. You chose your freedom, and you chose the night, and the silence chose me, putting out the light. Empty chair, darkened room. The silence chose me. You built a fortress out of thick bulletproof glass. I watched your heavy disconnected shadows pass. I pressed my palms against the freezing clear pane, and called your name out in the bitter heavy rain. I saw the warmth inside your distant, tired eyes, but I was locked outside of the paradise. my arms out, but I couldn't reach love. A heavy tragedy designed from up above. A woman fighting for a single tender touch, but you were guarding your own history too much. I broke my fingers trying to get inside, but I couldn't reach love no matter how I tried. I offered you my warmth to melt the heavy frost, but you were too comfortable with being lost. You watched me bleeding on the outside of the wall, and didn't even try to catch me in the fall. I saw the warmth inside your distant, tired eyes, but I was locked outside of the paradise. I stretched my arms out, but I couldn't reach love. A heavy tragedy designed from up above. A woman fighting for a single tender touch, but you were guarding your own history too much. I broke my fingers trying to get inside, but I couldn't reach love no matter how I have to step away and save my own deep soul before this barrier consumes me entirely whole. I stretched my arms out, but I couldn't reach love. A heavy tragedy designed from up above. A woman fighting for a single tender touch, but you were guarding your own history too much. I broke my fingers trying to get inside, but I couldn't reach love no matter how I tried. Touching glass, falling back, I couldn't reach love. We pass each other in the narrow, quiet hall. We don't acknowledge that we pass at all. I know the secret rhythm of your sleeping heart, but we are living 50,000 miles apart. We share a ceiling and we share the kitchen floor, but we don't share our deepest secrets anymore. We lost the magic and strangers. Two people living in an empty, quiet shell who lost the focus of a beautiful, sweet spell. We know the history, we know the intimate pain, but we became strangers, walking in the rain. I know your coffee order and your favorite shirt, but I don't even know how to heal this hurt. You know the movies that can always make me cry, but now you just look past me when you're walking by. We share a ceiling and we share the kitchen floor, but we don't share our deepest secrets anymore. We lost the magic and we became strangers, navigating through these quiet, silent dangers. Two people living in an empty, quiet shell who lost the focus of a beautiful, sweet spell. We know the history, we know the intimate pain, but we became strangers, walking in the rain. It hurts much worse than any sudden loud break. This slow and devastating silent make. We lost the magic and we became strangers, navigating through these quiet, silent dangers. Two people living in an empty, quiet shell who lost the focus of a beautiful, sweet spell. We know the history, we know the intimate pain, but we became strangers, walking in the rain. Passing by, no eye contact, we became strangers. Forced myself to leave the house and meet some friends, to prove to them the devastation finally ends. I ordered coffee in the crowded, noisy place and tried to find a distraction in a new face. But in the middle of a joke they tried to tell, I felt the heavy pulling of the silent bell. I played the part, but my heart missed you, returning to the melancholic, heavy blue. Drown the memory in faked a smile and just declined the chance. His cologne was expensive, his suit was so fine, but he didn't have that messy, familiar laugh of thine. But in the middle of a joke they tried to tell, returning to the melancholic heavy blue. I am a body in a crowded, busy space, who only searches for a single absent face. I try to drown the memory in the surrounding sound, but my heart missed you, pulling me to the ground. The distraction is a temporary fake cure. The sorrow in my spirit is profoundly pure. I play the part, but my heart missed you, returning to the melancholic heavy blue. I am a body in a crowded, busy space, who only searches for a single absent face. I try to drown the memory in the surrounding sound, but my heart missed you, pulling me to the ground. Crowded room, lonely soul, my heart missed you. I saw you standing by the corner grocery store. You looked exactly like you did months before. I held my breath and waited for your quiet eyes to recognize me through the heavy gray disguise. But your gaze swept over me like empty thin air, as if our entire history was never there. I stood completely still and you walked past us. You left a memory in the quiet city dust. I was shouting right there on the busy street, accepting such a devastating, cruel defeat. You didn't pause, you didn't miss a single beat. You walked past us and made the end complete. You were holding the hand of somebody new, doing all the things we always used to do. You laughed at something sadly, he softly said, while I was standing frozen in a silent dread. promise that I made to you that day. I put my own career and choices on delay. I let the opportunities go passing by, just staring blindly at the empty, quiet sky. I thought loyalty would bring you back to my door, but I was sinking on this toxic, heavy floor. I held the line, but I waited for nothing. I gave my heart to a devastating bluffing. My youth is fading in the quiet and the cold, a tragic story that is getting very old. You built a brand new life and firmly shut the door, and I waited for nothing on this empty floor. I turned down the offers and I stayed in town.